It's us. Once again, I'm JT. Got my homeboy with me. Say something, Mike B.
Hello.
That's what he says. Welcome to another quickie episode. How you doing, Mike? How you doing, Mike B?
I'm doing all right. I ain't gonna even hate right now.
Yeah, it seems like
it was right there. I said, if this mother asked me, I'm doing all right, man. I mean, it's been lovely. The weather's been good.
Hey, I'm almost scared, man. Like it seemed like a drop, a dump of snow about to come.
Don't say that.
Cause it seems like
it's kind of too warm.
It's February, so it's right on time if it comes.
It rained last night though. I thought it was gonna be free like ice when I got up in the morning. Like that's what type.
It was actually I had to open up my window like last night. It was still like in the 50s, and still like around like 9 or 10. And I'm like I'm sitting my warm because it's so insulated in there. It seems like it just keeps heat.
You're bragging on your apartment insulation, nigga.
I hope everybody. I don't know how to brag.
While I'm over here feeling cool breezes, and you got insulation on. You highfalutin over there in your neck of the woods.
All you got to do is turn your heat on, Mike B.
We ain't talking about me though. We talking about you.
But yes, the weather has been good, and so let's hope it
stays.
Kansas City ain't too used to this. Every now and then we have some nice winters, but it's been cold lately, and I don't need all that. I've been sickly. I don't need it. I don't like it. Let's move on.
All right.
We discussed last week.
Was it last week?
Yeah,
for some reason, I feel like it's been so long.
It's only been a week, might be.
All right.
About a video we saw on the internet about it seemed like it was between a father and a mother.
Oh yeah.
And involving I guess the father. I guess they're separated or they're not going together. They're co-parenting, and the father took his sons to get a haircut. And then, I guess when we come back, or what the video shows is him in a parking lot. I guess is this their neutral point, because it seemed like dealing with the mother, they need a neutral point. Because anyway, they're in the parking lot, and the young men have I guess they have a haircut or whatnot, and she was up in arms about the young man getting his young men a haircut.
Yeah.
And okay, I tried to kind of somewhat see it on. I've never been a mother,
right?
And so I don't know their feelings towards that. But I'm usually all the friends I know growing up when they went over their dad's house, even though it wasn't a 2-parent home, the dad took care of that. And their sons look presentable. They don't look like somebody that don't look like they're not taken care of. Right. I'm like, you should want your father, your baby's father to do this,
right?
Or or have some concern on his looks and appearance.
So you didn't understand what the big deal was.
She was so up in arms talking about you put a razor to my kid. And I'm like, he didn't like sit your ass down while I'm trying, like. The man is.
But that's how she made it.
His son, her son. You don't want. Are you gonna take him to
the barbershop?
They seem like they got. I guess they have regular haircuts. It seemed like. I don't know.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, they have to get their haircut some type of way. You mad because you didn't take them to the barbershop? What, are you just mad because it was him, or you think he breaking some type of rule?
Like a part of me felt like it was kind of like spiteful.
It is.
Their whole relationship is kind of like that, and maybe she was, told him specifically like, don't get their haircut, and he's like, these my kids, I'm gonna do what I want to do.
These are my sons,
and I'm gonna, get their haircut, and so maybe that's, because of their relationship is why she made such a big deal out of it, because it was a haircut. It didn't, to me, it didn't warrant.
Yeah, come into play. I can see court stuff, but that to me that doesn't that what you're paying attention to, that should be so dead. You shouldn't be concentrating on that. Now I can see if he this is the first time he done seen him, and he give him a haircut. You don't know what like he just don't take care of him. And
right.
This is a trial basis or something. I don't know. Right.
And that's part of the issue. Like, we don't really know the beginning of like why this is an issue. It doesn't make sense to us. And I think it was Shantae made a comment saying, you know, I guess this reminded her of a story with her friends.
Her and her family. Yeah, I read it.
And like, I guess the mother was growing the kid's hair out. And then the father decided, you know, out of spite to go and get the kid's haircut just because he could. And so I don't know if this kind of felt like it could have been something like that, but like I don't know
how she was talking. It didn't seem like
it seemed like no matter what
he would have did,
she would have had
a problem. And then her mama coming over here, and I'm like, okay, that's where it comes from.
She getting it from her mama.
She get it, and you know her mom wasn't no bad. Usually, you know, you would think the parent or grandparent would have, you know, a better understanding or come in with reasoning in the situation.
Yeah.
She was seemed like more ignorant than the mama. You know, because she calling him names too and saying you this and you that and so you're not a good father and all that mess.
The mother, like the mother of the kids goes and talks about the daddy
to the mama. So all she knows is the bad stuff.
Right.
That's usually what happens. And I'm not excusing, you know, fathers that, you know, there's fathers that out there that just don't give a damn.
Right.
And you know, you gotta watch out and protect. That's the only reason I can see her feeling like this is like his first time actually having the kids. I'm like, if he has his kids on a regular basis, they know him. You know, and I'm like, he's getting the kid a haircut. He didn't take the kid to a strip club
that we know of.
But you know,
right. And like a part of me is looking at it like, if he was like a bad guy, then I don't think the courts would have ordered, because this seemed like some type of court mandated type of visitation.
He never raised his voice. He never cussed them out. He never called them out their name. It was them being ignorant.
Right.
And you know, they didn't get violent or, you know, ratchet, but it was so spiteful. You know,
there was a lot of venom.
The kid
undertones.
put his car on the car, and he you know, he said, "Don't put, you know, son, don't put
and
the car."
Asked her,
don't go ahead, son, or whatever, you know. And I'm like, really?
And then remember when they started questioning who that other little kid was in the car?
Yeah, who was that? Was my son in the car?
What's her mom's name? Who was her mother?
I'm like, okay. I mean, it further lets me know that, you know, it seemed like almost a woman scorn type deal.
That's,
you know,
I was getting that too. And maybe it's because we men. That's why we felt that way. But I felt like she was a little scorned in that, you know.
But I mean, when you dealing with the kids, it should be a separate issue.
The fact that they even had, you know, the mother kept the kids out there to have the discussion kind of made me look at her a little bit differently too.
And you know, she wasn't moving so he can back out. I'm like, really?
You're like, can I leave now?
And she just standing right. She never moved from like behind.
Because she needed to know where he took the kids to get their haircut. I'm like, maybe she had a discount card somewhere. She wanted to make sure to redeem her points.
No.
That's one thing that would make sense though, right?
I don't. That's the only reason I can be somewhat on her side if you know, like, he brand new with this. Like, he just haven't been out with his sons, or he haven't been taking care of his sons, and this is like I don't know. But how she
and then didn't she like make it seem like he hit her or put his hands on her during the video, and she's like they started trying to call the police or whatever.
And it's sad that now it seemed like he was recording it. Yeah, I guess so. Back up. It seemed like she gonna say something when child support court come around. You know,
the fact that he was recording it means this has
been a problem.
Yes.
This has been a major problem.
I need proof of the way she acts. When, you know, okay.
And I'm like, really?
Yeah, I feel like we right, bro. I feel like we right. She was wrong. She was wrong.
And I'm pretty sure, you know, we have like. Shanta, right?
Shantae? Yeah, I think it's Shantae.
And I know she disagreed with our view, because I guess she was going off, you know, her experience with her friend.
Which, like I mentioned, it could have been something like that. We don't know.
But, you know, just seeing that video, it seemed like it was somewhat spiteful. Right. Ain't somewhat it was.
It was spiteful, yeah.
You know. Next story, might be you gonna hip us up, Yeezy, and been in the news. You know, it seemed like he on his Ray J shit.
Not only his Ray J, but kind of his Meek Mill, because you know Meek Mill every now and then gets a little he gets in his feelings and start posting on Twitter, and then gets into these Twitter beefs that he not really ready for.
He just popping off at the mouth,
and then he gets embarrassed and put in his place.
Like, oh, I thought it was somebody else.
I forgot who I was dealing with. But look, remember when he tried to come at Drake? He's like, Drake handed him his ass, and the world saw it. Mm-hmm. And it's like, this is embarrassing.
Yeah.
And I actually felt sorry. I mean, the world buried Meek Mill, and I felt sorry.
They still buried.
They still.
He tried again. They came out with some more. They back in.
Well, he came out and tried to go against 50 Cent, and that was a catastrophe.
That's usually like the career killer. You know, he bring out he go like FBI on it. He bring old shit. Your baby mamas and your,
like he just like 50 Cent just sits there and just writes down everybody.
Sixth grade bully. You remember him? You know, like, come on, 50. 50 get petty with it.
Oh, he's definitely petty.
Yeah.
But most recently, you know, the situation between it was Kanye and Wiz Khalifa. Mm. Now, Kanye was letting everybody know. I guess he was posting because I don't really see Kanye tweet that often. Mm-hmm. But he decided to let everybody know about his creative process and his new album that's coming out that was supposed to be called Swish.
Yeah, Swish.
And he changed the name to Waves. Mm-hmm. And so Wiz Khalifa felt some type of way because he's like, Waves is attributed to like some guy named Max B. Is it Max B? It's somebody.
I don't know.
But anyway, it's somebody else and not you.
Was Waves like the album name for some other guy? Or was that the name of the artist?
They're saying that every time you hear Waves, it's like this guy. He
don't own the name Waves.
Hey, if you in the industry, you know what's up. That's what he's trying to say.
I've never heard. I've heard like wave after wave.
Who is that?
I don't know. That's the only thing I know about Waves. But I think that's the song Waves. I've never heard of like nothing associated with Waves.
But anyway,
I guess he not. So that mainstream to where like, but
like even the person they were saying, which I think his name was like Max B. Even him, like I never heard of him. But I guess if you're in the industry, you know.
I've heard of Max B, but I didn't know his association with Wade.
Maybe it's not Max B. I feel like you got me lying on camera.
No, you looking at whatever. I'm listening. I got you lying. JT the problem.
Oh, I've been saying that for years. Don't get me started. Anyway, whoever the guy was, Wiz Khalifa wanted Kanye to give that guy his credit. Like, don't do it. Kanye, I guess, you know, he eventually tweeted and, you know, gave the guy his credit or whatever. But that didn't mean he was going to stop with, you know, naming his album that, right?
It's Waves. I'm like, what?
So then...
You don't own Waves, goddamn. Oh, I'm almost feeling some type of way about that. I'm like, what you...
Why? It ain't that serious though.
Like if he named it Swish, why didn't you call out they had to do something with basketball? Why you didn't feel up in arms about that shit? You know, it's a word. Now I mean, you know, if he was trying to make it sound like he was playing off old dude, his wave him. I don't know what you want to call it.
His wave him.
His waved him.
Waved him right on.
You know, I can see that, but it seemed like this album gonna be regular Kanye album. And he naming it Waves. You know, and I bet you listen to it first.
It ain't out yet.
And then,
you know, maybe he ain't saying shit about Waves in the album. I don't know.
Maybe mad because Kanye broke up with old chick, and then he got with her.
Amber Rose.
They had a kid and broke up, and so you know, he like, you made me get into this bad relationship because you broke up with her.
But that wasn't even it. Like then Wiz Khalifa posted his tweet talking about, and he mentioned KK. And talking about, you know, some weed. Mm-hmm. And Kanye thought when he was putting KK, he was talking about Kim Kardashian. Mm-hmm. And so he went on this rant that was kind of foolish in my opinion. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure he felt foolish after the fact, considering it was like 17 different tweets. And he numbered them trying to go in on Wiz Khalifa because he felt like he was talking about his wife. He said, what did he say? Like, oh, that's G, and I can put his wife's initial on my Twitter. And then he started going in. We gonna go there. We ain't gonna read all of them.
But do you think he almost did like a play on whatever because he knew, you know, they clever with their words. Like it almost sounds like a rap. You'll do that.
It could have been, but if you got a weed called JT Kush, and then there's
why would he choose that? There's plenty of cushions out there, but why you choose my wife's initials to talk about?
But I'm saying it's your kush, so you ain't got to. Why
his
not talk
kush
about
is KK?
Well, Khalifa Kush.
Oh,
His Wiz Khalifa.
I never heard of that.
That's because you can't afford that, bro. I'm just. We ain't talking about me. We talking about you.
You said my hating today, boy.
And your finance.
Nope. I ain't got time.
Anyway, Kanye he eventually ends up talking about how, basically telling Wiz Khalifa, like, I'm an OG, you're gonna respect me or whatever. He starts talking about his kid, where he says, you wouldn't have your child, or you got your child because of me, or something like that.
So I was right. I ain't.
Yeah, he brought his child. He brought the kids.
No, I'm saying, like, you had, the only reason you with her because I broke up with her. Goddamn that type of shit.
It was definitely. And then that's when Amber Rose decides to chime in.
She can't say nothing after that little with a slut walk. She need to sit her happy ass
Wait a minute,
down.
you had a problem with the slut walk? You don't get the message? Does she? No. It was something positive in the.
And she went it the wrong way.
Come on now.
It seemed like she helping girls be more sluts.
Don't say that. They just being nice girls. Just because they want to. No.
She didn't present it that way. I mean, the presentation was no.
Hey, Amber Rose ends up tweeting at Kanye West. She said, "Are you mad? I'm not around to play in your asshole anymore." And then she gonna hashtag it, fingers in the booty ass bitch. And that sent
I could see Kanye
the social media into a wait a minute. Say it again.
I said I could see Kanye getting a finger in the booty like he that eccentric thing.
Really? He just seemed like he seems too angry. Like I can't picture that.
Maybe that's his release. Maybe a finger in the ass.
So when he get his angriest, he comes home, slams the door. Kim, bring that finger here. Come on now. You sound ridiculous.
Man, I'll tell you,
I can see it.
I just watched a episode of the Breakfast Club, and Tank was on there, and they were talking about booty eating and all that, and it seemed like it's getting more and more. I mean, booty eating been around for a hot sap.
You said like it's like eating French fries is.
It's getting that kind of, you didn't hear that. People talking about like just out in the open, talking about tossing salad and shit. It was like innuendo stuff, or comedians might say something, or every now and then you might hear like in a song or lyric.
Yeah.
But now it's just regular conversation. It's almost either or. It's almost like pussy eating back when we were younger.
Yeah, there was a time when nobody would admit to it.
But now
everybody was doing it, but nobody would admit to it. Now everybody posting tongue pictures. Like bring that gap here.
I think the finger in the ass is not too far behind. Come back maybe about 2020, and they probably they're gonna be a known thing. Put your finger in my ass, hey. Put your finger in my ass, hey.
They gonna make
a song and a dance. It's the Michael Jackson shit.
I don't know where to go from here.
Exactly. It's getting that bad out here in these streets. Might be with finger in the ass is. I don't know.
What?
Back in the day, we'd probably be up in arms. Like, man, Kanye, you might stop buying his music. But he might get like some extra followers now. Oh,
because they know he that freaky.
He that freaky. I didn't know.
And now they on board. Kanye like me. I thought I was the only one. Get out of here.
That's sadly. But usually that ain't mine probably lock up. Like you ain't gonna have your finger back. you might as well cut it off because I ain't releasing that. I feel so uncomfortable and like I feel like I'm 3 or something. I don't know what to do. I feel so uncomfortable and like vulnerable. That's the word.
I feel like that. Yeah, I don't like to feel that way.
Oh, so you felt like that before?
No, I'm saying I don't like to feel vulnerable.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant I don't like to feel vulnerable.
It's the same way with girls wanting to tie you up. I can't do that because I don't have control anymore, and I feel vulnerable. I'm not with that.
Yeah,
I'll tie her
you
up.
might get a mule kick if you try to stick a finger in my ass. I'm just sorry, ladies. If you, it's like a radar, a beep, beep.
Too close.
Too close. You like,
super clench. Yeah. He said,
I'm breaking that finger.
You ain't getting that finger.
I'm breaking that finger. You ain't getting it back. I'm sorry.
You gonna learn today.
Shit, come back out of my ass. Your finger look decrepit and shit.
You got a nub.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
That's all the information that we have for you today, people. I didn't know that we're gonna be talking about
fingers in the ass.
But anyway, folks, we bringing back a quickie conversation.
Yes, I forgot.
And so we want you guys to go ahead and give us some material to talk about, some conversations that that you want our opinions on, or whatever. What you got the word for it? Give me a word, Thesaurus.
Can I just add to it?
Go ahead.
Also, don't forget that the Quickie Conversations are mainly held on our website, isitsaquickie.com.
It is.
And you can also find, if you subscribe to us on iTunes, Quickie Conversations, we can get down and dirty. We can talk for forever because we got our drink, we got our microphones, we push record, and we go.
Mike always has his drink, though. It don't matter.
I ain't got it right now.
Pan that camera. Pan that camera to the right of you.
We ain't talking about
you gotta print the table because the coaster's still on. Nope. But yeah, folks. We gonna bring it back, and I think go back and listen to our last ones and see how it is. We talk.
I feel like the last one we had like special guests on as well. Wasn't the one we talked about like natural hair or whatever? We had two ladies on there who are natural.
Yeah.
Trying to understand the phenomenon and what the big deal is about whether you natural or if you, I guess, get perms or whatever. So check that out. But I want some ladies to come on so we can talk about sex. That's what I'm ready.
It's all right, might be.
I sound like horny. Sex.
You sound thirsty as hell.
Hey, give me something to drink, ladies. That's really thirsty. That's probably my thirstiest.
I'm about to walk away from you in a minute. This dude over here needs some Gatorade, goddammit.
Anyway.
That's all we have for you, folks. Remember, leave the comments or any topics for the quick conversations.
You can also leave it on our Facebook. Check us out on Facebook. We got a Facebook page. Is a quick. Everything we do is pretty much the same name as the channel that you're watching right now. So make sure you follow us everywhere you can. Twitter, Facebook. We don't have an Instagram because we don't really take pictures on this channel like that. But maybe one day we will. That's all we got.
Till next time, folks.
Peace.